needed that. Nothing like a good night's recharge. Strange, there's nobody on the bridge. They must all be in the living quarters. Might as well check to make sure. Odd, no one here either. Maybe there's something in the computer database that says where they are. Computer, have there been any recorded messages left on your memory banks recently?
There has been 1 new messages left on memory banks.
Play it for me.
Playing messages.
Bob, this is Commander Ryder. We're under attack. The ship has been invaded. I don't know where they're taking us, but I'm carrying a tracer. Lock onto the tracer's signal. Please, Bob. I don't know what these aliens want, but they mean business. Hurry, Bob! Find us!
Well, at least that clears things up. I suppose I'll have to go after them. Now where's that tracking signal picker-upper? Ah, here it is. Ah yes, there it is. What an awful noise that thing makes. Where is that? Ah yes, the Bardecton cluster. Terrible place to visit, they must be having an appalling time. I'd better go and find them now. Where's the on button? The starter, what's it? Ah, that's it.
Self-destruct activated. 10, 9,
No, that's not it.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Perhaps this one.
I just don't get it. A bunch of alien soldiers abduct us and take us light years from where we were to a strange planet just to leave us in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, well, there must be a reason for leaving us here. But what? But what? Excellent. The humans are responding beautifully to their new surroundings. They all seem to rally around the male with the dark hair. It must be the leader of the pack. There are 3 males and 1 female. It must be their slave. They appear to have some form of language that they all speak. They are primitive, but they show signs of intelligent thought, which could indicate that they could become an intelligent species.
Sire, the flying machine we took the humans from has come up on my mind probe.
Yes, it must be controlled by the mechanical man that we saw there. It will be easily dealt with. Freeze their primitive machines with your mind prober. Nothing will interfere with my experiment.
What have you found out, Professor?
Well, it's hard to come up with anything without my instruments.
but I think I have a few ideas. The planet seems to be similar to Earth in its oxygen quantity, but the ozone layer is thinner. The ground seems to be made of a tollenite base.
What does that mean in English?
Dirt. But it's of a much denser quality, which means it would be impossible to grow any fruits or vegetables, and judging by the dryness of the air, I would say there's no water on the planet either.
A planet without any food or water. Why have we been left here? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Excellent. I think I've got the language figured out. It's so primitive. Our world's infants speak a more intelligent language. Now let's see if I can translate. Yes, that's it. So they have finally figured out that the planet is barren and bare. I'll confuse them.
Look at this.
So, Professor, no food on this planet, hey?
But that's impossible. There can be no vegetation on this planet.
Well, what do you call this then?
Is it edible, Professor?
Well, no. Well, yes, it is.
Well, what are we waiting for? Dig in.
Sir, come and look at this.
A river.
Yes, and that water looks very drinkable. Well, Professor, what do you have to say about that?
It's impossible. Simply impossible.
Come on, Professor, come and have a drink.
No. There's something strange going on here.
Most of the humans are accepting their environment. Except the old one. He is intelligent. Let's see how much it will take him for him to believe that he is wrong. What is it? What's the matter?
Over there. Over the hill. It's a monster.
A monster? Now that is most definitely impossible. There's no way this planet could support permanent life.
Well, you don't mind if we take a look, do you, Professor?
By all means. But I know for a fact that there's no monster there.
Well, what do you call that then?
Impossible. It can't be real.
Shut up, Professor.
It can't be real. It just can't.
Come on.
What the?
Look!
Run! Well, Professor, now what have you got to say? Monsters? Natives? I think it's perfectly clear that this planet can support life.
You don't understand. It sounds odd after everything we've seen. But life cannot exist on this planet. What we saw cannot be real.
Well, how do you explain everything? Figments of our imagination? Mirages, perhaps?
No, but it is very strange. I'm sure there's something going on here.
Oh, just drop it, Professor.
You've got to believe me. Now look, this is round about the same place we saw the river and the fruit trees, isn't it? The mountains are the same.
There are a lot of hills around here, Professor. The fruit trees could be behind any of them.
But we should be able to see the river running off into the distance. is nowhere in sight.
He's got a point.
But if everything here isn't real, then what's creating it?
The one they call Professor is still holding on to his theory. Let's see what he will say to this.
Okay, everybody, get back.
Listen to me, it's not real. It's just an illusion. Think it. Say it. The monster is not real. The monster is not real.
The
monster is not real.
The
monster is not real.
The
monster is not real. The monster is not real. The monster. It disappeared. It just vanished.
You are right, Professor.
Well, Professor, I guess we owe you an apology.
True, but it doesn't matter now. The question is, who created those things, how they did it, and why?
Maybe I can answer that.
Who are you?
I cannot tell you my name. Your brains could not process it. But I will explain what I am. I suppose you would call me a scientist. I examine the way primitive species behave and evaluate their intelligence. I was performing such an experiment on you and your crew. I must admit, I was pleased with what I observed. I have learned much about your culture. I believed that your species was a savage pack race. I was mistaken. I believed that the females of your culture would be the males' slaves. Again, I was mistaken. And as for your intelligence, most of you accepted your environment, except the old one, who saw the simple, scientific truth.
Who's he calling old?
He passed my intelligence test. The rest of you almost did not. If it weren't for the fact that the old one convinced you that you were seeing a lie, you stopped seeing with your eyes and began to see with your minds. Your minds told you the truth, and it was just a question of listening. I now have no doubt that the human race will one day become one of the great empires of the galaxy. And now that you have served my purpose, I will return you and your ship back to where you were taken from. I apologize for the force that was necessary to get you here, and for any other inconveniences that I may have caused you.
Yes, but all the same, you abducted us, and that is against the law. But if it's in the name of science, I suppose we could forget it. But if we hear anything about anybody from any species just disappearing, then we will know who to come to, okay?
Yes, I understand. I suppose I should perform my experiments in the natural environment of the species that I am observing.
Good. Well, now we have to be back on our ship, so goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you.
Now where have you been? I've been frightfully bored.
It's a long story, Bob, and I don't think you'd care anyway.